Yo guys, what is up? It's Teach here, coming at you again with another video over on Ark Survival Ascended, and you can see this monstrous tower behind me. This is a tower you're going to want to build. It is the Tribe Tower. In this video, I'm going to talk about it and what you need to know about it and why it's something you should try and construct if possible. So there are a few limitations to this, so I'm just going to bring that right off the bat. So you can see that it is massive. It requires placement on an actual floor, so you can't place it just out in the open. So it does have the weakness of being on a foundation. So that's the one thing that sucks. Underneath this, I have two foundations and it fits on those. Now you could probably fit it on the one in all honesty, but I don't know if I would do that personally. But you know, it is what it is. So this can be placed, from what I understand, in PvP and in PvE, as well as solo player, unofficial maps, everything. So the actual tower itself, right? It cannot be placed underneath, like inside of a cave. It has to have direct access to open air. So if you try and place it underneath anything, I've tried a few different things and it's just random, it seems like, it will not accept the placement. Now, so that's kind of like the structure itself. What's it do though, right? So it gives you an experience bonus, taming speed bonus, and boss element bonus. Now, the reason that that is powerful is because those three in combination are, even though like the experience bonus might be something that you don't think is powerful, when you get your creatures having a 20% experience bonus, whether you're max level or not, it is very, very useful. And plus, for those of you that are like, oh, I hit max, you don't hit max level super fast. 165 is max level and you need like 770 million experience points. 20% bonus is huge when it comes to that. So this tower is going to be super nice for that purpose. Now, the taming speed bonus, right? So you can see there's a 20% taming speed bonus. Some of you are just like, that doesn't mean anything. It means a lot. So 20% on a 1 hour tame is going to increase your taming ability by like, well, give or take like 10 to 15 minutes. So that saves you a lot of time overall, including especially passive tames and things like that. Definitely use that. And then the boss element bonus, that is huge. So especially for maps where it's like the dragon boss, where you can have a boss element bonus and they give you, what is it, like some crazy number. It's like 500. 30% of just 100 is an additional 30. And then let's say 30% of 1,000 is an additional 300 element. That's huge. So anytime you fight a boss, you get more element. These three are mega buffs. Now, so how does it work, right? You can see it's at 0% right now for all three of those. It essentially works for the time that the actual tower has been constructed in real life, not in game, in real life. So see how it says active for X amount of time, and that's counting up 15, 55, 56, 57. I can set the time of day to anything I want and skip in-game days. You can see that it is day 16. I put this up and I was just testing to see what it can do. It does not matter in game. It is real life time that you have to have. So unless you like speed up time, it's just a progressive thing over time. Now, as time goes forward, you're going to increase. It's not just going 0 to 20. It takes time. I think it's give or take about 1% a day from what I understand. I'm not going to sit here for 24 hours and make you watch that though, but it's like 1%. So if you can manage to keep this thing up for a month, you get that timer. Now, not only that, you can, I mean, it's kind of like a little bit of a flex because it'll say active for X amount of time. So if you're on a PvP server and this one says active for like 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, right? People know that you're not something that should always be messed with, or you've hidden it in such a good location that no one has found it, which is probably the best strategy, honestly. Just find somewhere no one can see it and hide it there. Now, it does have a substantial amount of health. You can see 175,000. That's a lot of health. But so here's a spear, an explosive spear that does about 400 damage to a metal foundation, just so you can see how much damage it does. It doesn't seem to have any effect. Now, if I go ahead and go to my C4, let's go ahead and toss one of them on there. You can see that no effect. Maybe it's because it's mine, so you might only be able to damage other people's. But that's interesting. Maybe it's a glitch. I had it working earlier. I know it's doing damage. Sorry, buddy. Didn't mean to damage you there. So I accidentally hit my armored doggo. So I know the armored doggo, he says, hey, you know, it was not cool. So he buried himself. But it does do damage. So 175,000 though is no joke. So you will have to do a significant chunk of damage to it. I don't know why it's not taking damage right now. But yeah, so it looks really cool. Massive structure though. So like hiding it is not going to be an easy thing. And you can only have one open at a time. But those 3 bonuses are well worth it should you be able to actually accomplish that. It's definitely more of a, I would say that you are the alpha if you're having this thing up on the map for a long period of time, or you're playing unofficial and getting those bonuses. It's just something that's much quicker. So definitely utilize it. But I mean, outside of just being a structure, there's nothing super special about it other than those 3 things. But those 3 boosts are massive, so definitely capitalize on those. So anyways, just a quick video to show you what this thing is and how it works. So that way, in case you can decide if you want to build it yourself, but that's that. So if you don't mind, smash that like button, leave a comment below for that algorithm, and then consider subbing to the channel. All right, Teach out.